Hey everyone, it's Zach from Zach Green's Reptiles. In this video, I'm going to show a little bit of the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to snake breeding. It's not always pretty. Everything doesn't always go as planned. And I try to be pretty transparent about it. And it doesn't happen very often, but sometimes things happen. If you watched a previous video, you would know that the fan in my incubator stopped working about halfway through the incubation, which caused a temperature spike in part of the incubator, and that was during the very beginning stages of formation. So it would be the first half of incubation process. So let's take a look at the ball python clutch that we just hatched out, and I'll explain some of it, what I think happened, and at the very end I'm going to show you I had to perform a ligation, I believe it's pronounced, on one of the babies. So I'll show that, and I'll show how the baby is doing now. And let's get started. One more thing before we get to the babies. Here's a quick video from a couple months back, pulling the female off the eggs. Here she is. She's an early 2017 bamboo. She was produced by Dynasty Reptiles. She was bred to a 2018 black pastel coral glow het clown that was produced by Juggernaut Reptiles. Now let's pull her off, see how many eggs we got. Make sure she's got everything. Here we go. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eggs. I also want to show off the sire of this clutch. This is that 2018 male produced by Juggernaut Reptiles. Black pastel coral glow het clown. It's got some amazing colors to him. Alright everybody, this is the first little baby. Nice beautiful little coral glow. This is a male. Got some beautiful colors on him. And this was actually the first baby to hatch out. He's absolutely flawless. And we also hatched out another one. Here we go. Here's the second one. The oranges on this one are a little bit better. And this is the one you're going to see at the very end of the video. As you can see, he is doing very well. He's a little bit smaller than the other one because he didn't absorb all the yolk. But as you can see, it's healed up perfectly fine. The umbilical cord dropped off and he should feed pretty good. So we'll try to feed these guys in a couple of days. They just shed. So I actually will be letting these two go once they're ready. Now, let's go on to the next one. This is my little holdback female bamboo. She's got some amazing blushing on her. Beautiful little tail stripe there. I am hoping she's black pastel, but she's so light that I'm kind of doubting it. But we'll see. She's just an absolutely beautiful bamboo. And now is where things didn't go quite so well. Here's a nice little normal that hatched out from the clutch. And as I mentioned before, the fan in the incubator, I noticed stopped working about halfway through. It was working intermittently. And I'm pretty sure that there are some temperature spikes in the incubator, which caused a little bit of kinking in the early stages of development. So this little female normal has one very, very slight kink in her neck right here. But other than that, she looks beautiful. She'll make a great pet for somebody. As long as she eats fine, I'll make sure she goes to a good home. Here is a nice little black pastel. Again, this one has a little bit more of a severe kink right here. You can see it a little bit on the camera right there. Again, other than that, it's a beautiful animal. As long as she eats good, I'll make sure I get her to a good home. But not an animal that should breed just because of her flaws. So again, she'll make somebody a great pet. And the last one right here, let me grab her out. This is another bamboo. I am pretty certain this one is a black pastel. It's got a nice long tail stripe. Got some very busy pattern. A lot of alien heads trying to creep through. But unfortunately, this is the third one from that clutch that has some kinking right through here. And like I said, I am near certain it was due to temperature spikes in the incubator before I was able to catch it and get that fan replaced. So unfortunately, things don't always go as planned. It's another good reason to make sure you constantly keep a good eye on your incubator and the temperatures. The probe that was controlling the heat was directly underneath the tub that had these babies in them. And I had another probe that was down further below, and it had about a 4-degree temperature swing when I noticed it. So anything above the probe that was controlling the heat was hotter than the incubating temperature that I desired. So let's get everybody in the photo one last time so you can see the entire clutch. And here's the entire clutch all together. So this is my whole back, a couple really beautiful coral glows, black pastel, a normal, and a probable black pastel bamboo. All right, now let's get to the ligation video. Like I said, it was this one right here. And as you can tell, he is doing quite well. He's active, he's acting normal, and he should be just fine. All right, as you can see, this little baby did not absorb all of his yolk. He just crawled out of the egg not too long ago. However, this is still pretty hard. So we're gonna try to cut this off and try to make sure he makes it. With it being so hard, I don't know yet. I don't know how this is gonna go. So we will see. As you can see, he's still quite active. Typically what you want is unflavored dental floss. However, I don't have any at the moment. So string will work. It's not preferred, but it will work. You just have to be really careful and make sure you don't actually cut the umbilical cord with the string when you try to apply that tourniquet to it. So with him so active, this is going to be interesting. bolt knot and try to move this up closer to the animal. Looks pretty good right there, I think. Squeeze it. You don't want to, with the string, you don't want to put too much pressure because, like I said, you don't want to cut it with the string. You just want to apply a tourniquet. Here we go. Put a double knot in there. A little bit difficult with them moving so much. There we go. Now simply just snip it. There we go. As you can see, it's separated. There's hardly any blood, if at all. And I just need to trim these strings close to the knot. That way they don't get caught in anything. And hopefully he will make it. There we go. I had to get a little bit sharper scissors to cut the string. So the theory is hopefully that'll drop off and he will heal up fine. I don't feel any hard yoke in him at all. As you can see, he pottied and that was all good. He's very active, so time will tell. Now let's get to the rest of the clutch.